How you doing? You were. I'm not using the scene switch thing, so I'm just muting and unmuting. Good. Still got to unmute when I switch scenes, though. Hello. What is it about car salesmen? Oh, I don't know. I think they're about as salesman-y as salesmen get, and salesmen in a general way kind of make my skin crawl. I think there's a weird thing about knowing that somebody you're dealing with receives more money if you spend more money. It's not as bad as it was when I was a kid. There's a lot more pieces involved now. But also, they're probably losing a ton of their sales to an increasingly buy your car online kind of a market. But it's been a while since I've worked at a dealership. And I was in parts, not sales. So, but yeah, hello. Hope you are well. For whatever reason, this cat, I haven't gotten a bulb for it. Grundle, hello. How are you? So before we get started, oh, I should actually turn my PlayStation on. Before we get started with, what do you call it? Okay. Oh, sorry. You guys can probably hear that. My bad. Too many channels of noise at one time. Yes, the lava lamp is on, but it is like just turned on. So everything's got to heat up a little bit. It just takes a second. Okay. So that's fine there. Turn this off. I was just checking to see which output we were on. So I'm going to show you what my brain has come up with for my second factory. I hope you're ready. Here we go. All right. So this is the starting area. All right, here we go. So I set this side up with full double production. Oh, this is muted. So it has a set of 3 on the front end here. And then a secondary set of 3 that runs along the back end here. Why aren't you running? What are you missing? Oh, the line's just clogged. Okay, never mind. that is fed by these these 6 planters. Yeah, output's blocked. I think it's because I actually need, I think I might have filled up a box. And then I did the same thing over here. So we have these 6 with you. What did I do here? This seriously been running light this whole time? There we go. All right. How's the overflow doing here? Not great, but not terrible. Okay. So that is making this go, which should be pretty familiar. I then set up a bit more of a productive section out here. So all of this routes into these 4 containers. Oops. And then I set up so that I am always making the gears, the frames, the mechanical and electrical components. And then all of this under here is obviously power. And then I have some like tasks, like things that I don't want constantly producing. I think this one is, I'm not there yet. Hang on. This one is processor units, which I need for a lot of things. This one I think is explosives and accumulators, because there's a lot of things that are blocked by your total banked power. So that's all the iron side. And then this side is the copper side. So copper wire, whatever these are, components and frames. And then I'm accumulating more of this Kindle Vine. I'm actually looking, I think I'm going to have to start upping my Kindle Vine production. And then frames. And then I have way too much of this. Like, it's going to start becoming a problem. And what I have found is that one set of these will actually run 2 threshers, or 3. So this and one of those runs 2 secondary threshers. Which extract? So these 2 towers are complete. And then I realized that if you build up higher, you can actually build a little bit more height and closer to your stacks if you get up a level. Silverthorn is for the coolant, right? Yeah, Silverthorn is for the coolant. Primarily, right now. But then there's a whole bunch of secondary stuff that uses it. Like lots of secondary stuff that uses it. And then I have a whole nother, I think this side is iron, and then copper over here, which I haven't added a secondary set of copper on this side, but I don't think I need it just yet. So that's that and that. And then I'm starting to work on getting everything connected. So Silverthorn, what is it? So you need it for that. So you'll need it for the cooling systems for the blue cores. And then you need them both for the explosives. I think you need them you need one. Yeah, you need the kindle vine for the fast inserters. Yeah, and the kindle vine for the accumulators as well. So then I'm running power out here. I don't know why it goes through the wall there, but here we are. And I haven't done much out this way, but now that it's all wired in, I'm planning on building a big power farm back here. I'm going to flatten all of this, most of this out. And then I'm going to put like a whole bunch of the water wheels. And then I'm just going to run crank generators like hella far out here. So I'm going to try and run the crank generators themselves all the way down this way. So that's what I've been up to. I opened the first doorway, but I haven't opened up the secondary doorways yet. Yeah, I'm very happy with how it's coming together. It is not exactly what I had in my mind, but it's getting very, very close. So, but yeah, I need to build another one of these for the purple ones. I need to build another one because there's still some stuff that I actually need to work on. Oh, and I've actually started working on making this in mass. So pretty soon, everything that's in this room, with maybe one exception, is going to start working on the better fuel. And I'm going to start weaning myself off of the sticks. Because I think I'm just not ready for that yet. So, anyway. Exit. Yes. So that's what I've been up to. Yeah, it's been fun. This is one of those games that I very much enjoy. So, all right, and let's make sure that yes. Okay. This button. All right. So when last we left our intrepid party, we were gonna go punch a guy, I think.
I don't suppose there's out I can say to make you change your mind. So I'll just tell you to stay safe.
Okay.
Nan won't take kindly to losing her best customer, especially after letting us carry all this stuff all the way to Ash.
And we wouldn't want to anger old Nan.
You mean
that's true.
You'll buy some at offers? Welcome to Goots's Toll. Righto, here you go. You've got everything you need then?
Wait. Oh, I already have this one. That's what that is. Okay. I already have one of those. And...
Is all done then? No. Give us a shout if you need out else.
Will do. All right. I almost want to talk to everyone, but at the same time, like...
You see, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours. Ours lies beyond those doors.
We'll only get one chance at this. Ultima can wait a little longer.
All right. Just don't forget, there's still an army behind us.
Is this like a point of no return thing? I was figuring we would get more. I thought we would get more closure on some of the other side questy things. Alright, well.
You see, and ours.
Yep.
We've fought long and hard
Let's
for
go.
this moment. Sid's dream, our dream, is within our grasp.
We need only endure this final trial, and we shall. Together.
Okay. Let's do this.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate. And we shall face it together. Aye.
Dude, it's not an army, it's like 8 dudes. Oh, okay.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
Don't help him with the door though. There he is. What's up, dude?
Welcome, sons of fire.
Oh, wait. Where did Torgo go? Who's that? Dude, did he kill our dog?
Come back.
What?
Oh, he took all of us. Okay. Wait. I mean, all 3 of us. Yeah. Okay.
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you?
We watched you open your eyes, dude.
This isn't stone here.
Catch on quick.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you know them. All of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you home, consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him and we leave.
Okay. Is this like a Hulk smash incident? The interdimensional rift. So why did he bring us here, though?
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When the world was still young, we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish. Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor, we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
I expect he'll tell us soon enough.
This place is really friggin' cool.
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution, the illness having spread to every organ. There was but one escape from this fate, to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him. So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
So when Ultima talks in like the third person plural, right? Like when he says we and our and stuff like that, Ultima is just talking about itself.
To forge a new world, require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the
So they
second,
charged their
however,
battery.
demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
As a sacrifice.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his god's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance. Finding no light, he sought to kindle his own. And from that single errant impulse was his will born. Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford. So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource, and the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Not blind, just unwilling to admit the truth. Though we're one and the same.
I don't know about that. But like he just doesn't care about humanity because he literally created the species for a singular purpose. Whoa, what is that?
Is that?
Ifrit, or what's left of him.
Wait, what?
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become.
I think this has happened so many times
Valisthea
before.
cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction.
I mean, you want to
But
destroy
she
her
may
anyway.
yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
To right your wrongs. If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind has no place in our world. Is this truly so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all!
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent. Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
My friends, my family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken. But it's all we have.
Yep.
And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms. This isn't your world anymore. It's ours.
Bow down, offenders, hearts be-stained.
Oh, okay. Ow, that hurt.
As we're all ready.
Oop. Oh, okay. Too many things to watch. Early. Oh my goodness, this guy hits hard as shit. Why is my dodge timing so bad? What's that? Damn it. Ah! What the?
Such
Who's
foul
that?
taint may not be sublimed through game
Hey, Charlie.
soundings.
Sorry, it's a rough one.
Only with heads hung low is penance paid. O wretched mortals, incapable even of contrition. In
that?
fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
Oh, oh, that's just okay. Cool. Wow, that was okay. Holy smokes. Okay, so we don't have to do phase 1 again. That's good to know. Oh, what? There's a wall there, apparently? Fuck this. Okay. Whew. Ollie. Still not quite sure how I'm supposed to deal with that.
wasted this chance. And still you would raise your hand against the Lord.
What now?
Those are absolutely awful, Tally. But whatever you need to do for you, man. Go back to your play.
It wouldn't be the first time. Let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us.
Okay.
To me, boy. There's a good boy.
I don't know what that is. I don't like it.
Prostrate yourself.
Okay. What is that? Oh, what? Nope. I don't know what this is. I don't like it. Fuck this guy. Dude, this freaking Jill dodge thing is the shit. First try? Wait. Second try? Second try. I think.
countless generations have we awaited this moment.
Finally, a vessel worth having? Is that what you're saying? Wait, what? What happened with his pants?
Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be forgiven.
No. Is this the dream within the dream within the dream? Oh, making me a little queasy with that screen thing. Aw.
Tell me, Clive, how many lives have you saved since taking my name?
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good are our choices when all they ever bring, all they will ever bring, is death?
There's no atoning, Clive. No matter how hard you try. So why not leave it all behind?
Leave it all behind.
Whoa.
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
I yearn, yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts?
Hey, Juan.
What if it could all just go away? Just go away. Clive!
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother. Clive.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look, Ultima.
Even here, the light of the vessel's will cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
I guess he remembers now. Oh wait. I just put my hands on my keyboard and mouse. Oh, is this by our two wheels combined? It is.
Our flames burn as one!
Playing dodgeball now?
This is no mere evolution, it is deviation. And herefrom does Logos rise.
Maybe. Aren't we supposed to have to, like, destroy its heart or something? Or was Mythos maybe? Or was Ultima maybe its heart? Oh. And we're still in the in-between lands?
Wake up.
Ah, shit.
That.
Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
How do you plan to leave this place?
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos.
What the fuck is Logos?
But we will put an end to this.
What is Lobos? It doesn't even say. Awesome. Okay.
Hubris.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Muthos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking. And back to their origin.
Wait, what? Was this dude hiding his spaceship?
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they?
Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
Yep.
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
I'm so glad they're just standing around.
Is everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
Too much to
I
explain
have
here.
no idea.
Mate! We're leaving! Now! Everyone, fall back to the ship!
I will be with you anon.
Okay.
Thank you.
True glitching. Why are they just standing around, though? I don't get it. Maybe because Ultima's not around giving them marching orders constantly? I don't know. It's weird. Oh. What's this thing? So the mother crystals are all gone, but he still has all the ether he needs.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine. And I'm going to need Otto's help.
You need to tell me what happened at Drake's
There's
Spine.
something about it.
Hey, what?
Still alive, I see.
Yep.
Something tells me that I saw on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
Right. All hands on deck, then.
Yeah, it's the cinematic summary of a fight. Okay, let's see if he can explain it.
Is this everyone?
Yep, everyone else is dead.
As I'm sure you've all guessed, the crystal which now commands the eastern skies was summoned by Ultima. He called it Origin. Though the significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
the Dominion's demise was at least quick. Elsewhere, the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canva is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers
We
to
have
give
so
them
many
what
chores to do
assurances we
now.
can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every passing day.
Could it be that this new Mother Crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether?
Yeah.
It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true, it would explain the hastening spread of the Blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
Yep.
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archae above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right. When we faced him at Stone here, Ultima told us his true power quickens in the halls of Origin. Needless to say, we cannot allow that to continue. If we are to stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
After we do some chores.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
Are you
It's
sure?
a lot to take in, and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, eh?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
Clive,
Mm-hmm.
going purse weighing you down?
I'm not falling for that again, even though it probably doesn't actually make any difference at all.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
What's that for you, dear?
Okay. Oh, we can literally see it. Neat.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be. But a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
Maybe one with less suffering?
But first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies.
What are you gonna do?
Jump? About this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back.
You're not wrong.
And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to, does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
While the going was slow and not without the occasional run-in with some straggling orcs, I saw Edda back safe to the Shadow Coast, where Mid was waiting kindly with the Enterprise. On the voyage home, I like to think the poor lass opened up a little bit, telling us about her life and the life she wants for her baby. But I suppose it's up to us now to make sure the little one gets it. Aww. How many of these do I have left? So many?
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Metia for you. But you'll be all right, won't
So
you, Clive?
handy.
You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Sorry. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gab in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with his supply of cantaloupe bones? Antelope bones. Good lord.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Oh, wait, there's another one. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exist ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that the mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter for one such tome from a distance that sparked within me the scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Okay. Uncle?
Hmm? Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
True.
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
Yes.
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it.
Okay.
Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it,
everyone else
I've
is
already
dead.
spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
There's a giant scary crystal in the sky.
Spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Okay.
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No. Thank you, Clive.
Okay. Oh my god, there's... Dude, what? Why are there so many? Okay.
Ah, Clive.
Hmm?
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How? Where?
What?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
Okay, I have like 65 more quests to accept, and then we'll go.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register.
Ah, now we come to it.
Past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Nobody's tool. Nice.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
Sure.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav.
So why don't you have
And
Gav
since he
do it?
accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Oh.
Sounds reasonable.
Damn.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
No, but I will.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Oh, wait. Nope, that's not a new one. That's something different. Talk to that guy later. Who's up there?
What do you think happened to Miss...
Sid, you have to help us.
What'd you break now?
What? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
Oh.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange.
Have you met her?
She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Definitely.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions.
She drove it into a
Don't
wall.
listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Almost there. Then we got to look at the world map and see how many there. Wait,
I will not let them be forgotten.
Okay.
Sid.
Yes.
May I have a moment?
Of course.
Sure.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous.
No.
I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important.
Let me guess.
I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
No,
you were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid,
so I'll go.
Please, even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Badbach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Litany of Errors. Oh boy. All right. Oh wait. Is there literally another one
it's
here?
magic keeping the thing afloat?
Oh, it's mid downstairs, I think? I keep forgetting this map has no,
Has Mididol mentioned a new code?
Oh, no, there's just a... Okay.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies?
Oh no,
You
an
aren't trying
airship?
to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this
Also,
really
why do
so
you have
important that
rugs
you
on the
need to
top
shut
shelf?
yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
Mm-hmm.
First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Good grief.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
No.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's
That's
durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth.
It said
Will any old
tortoise at the end
adamantus
there.
do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Probably also one of our hunts, I would imagine. Okay. Almost there.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Okay.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Fair. So much running and talking and running and talking. Oh my god. Okay.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Yes.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Oh.
A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why,
secret?
Secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question.
Habit?
Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the Strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well.
I will go fill my
When I next
pockets.
find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Okay. Last one. Oh my god, we almost did it.
Say what you will.
Alright. First thing we're gonna do, help Torb.
Pining for something, boy.
Fjords.
What is it?
Pining
What do you see
for
out
the
there?
fjords?
I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for.
Aww.
I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Little Timmy fell down a well.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Okay.
Where to then, Torgal?
Come on, boy. Let's go.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
Okay.
To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Okay. The port was over here. Maybe? Oh, it's like literally right here. Oh, this is where we fought there were... I think we fought dudes over here.
It's still here. After all these years. Lots smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
And grab an oar. True.
This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
So, no, you definitely couldn't.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Ugh. Tiny little puppers.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, Shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword. stop looking for me. Did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Aww. Oh, there's more? Where we going, bud?
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
It's the castle. Okay.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Pure narrative. Interesting. And we're back.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
That's what you think. Alright, we gotta go about this in a logical fashion here. Oh, wait. These are new oh my god! Okay. It's an anime guy. Jujutsu Kaisen, I think? Something like that? I don't really anime much, so. What are we doing here? Aiming high. Oop. Oh, we're looking for oil. Okay.
It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
You're probably not wrong. Okay, so we found one of them. How big is this circle? Oh, it's pretty big. Okay. Oh, there we go.
This should be enough.
Okay. Dalamil.
Why the hell would Victor take the bear?
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
Oh,
You're
that's
really going
right.
to go through with this then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well,
Of course there is.
two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The hideaway.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive.
There you go.
I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Well, that's not good.
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose.
I mean, if it knew the answer,
Ferda,
is
gather
it
the
that
men.
stupid?
The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must
Hard
make
to
ready to
say.
cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
They definitely don't have to listen to me. Oh, you guys standing in here together still?
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an
I
important
have
message.
this ring.
There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Okay.
You're making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
What?
I think we'd better shut up shop for today.
What's Lupor raving about now?
Lord Furder.
Cid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
True.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Cid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor?
Okay.
I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Is he gonna get lynched by the town?
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Run!
Just go on!
Damn, dude. Why are people so peaceable sometimes?
Lubor, wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Weird priorities, kid, but alright.
Every day making sure things run smoothly around here. And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like he doesn't even exist.
Throw more rocks.
Lubor, we have heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
They're not mine, jackass.
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather around if you don't want to die.
All right.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations.
Yes.
Now they're
Thank
all
you.
turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
Okay.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic Force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
Except like
I
an
leave the
hour
selection
ago.
and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't
Speaking of
matter what
stupid relevant
trinkets we might
points.
lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Not everybody at once now.
Looks like everyone's ready. I better not keep them waiting.
Easy.
There it is. The flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
Formerly bandits?
Can't leave a single one alive.
currently stuck on the ground, apparently. Didn't actually. Okay. I didn't do that correctly. I wish you could kind of control the camera there. Okay.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
When did we start doing witty quips like that at the end of fights? Have we always done that and I just haven't noticed? That's weird.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, Sir Clive has returned.
I know.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it.
What?
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
That's true.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
Nice.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start.
That's true.
Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
True.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Some nice tidy tying up of loose ends.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
No.
How fickle fate can be.
Mm-hmm.
Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader.
You're welcome.
Here. For everything.
10 gil. Thanks, dude.
Lubo, about the children.
Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of your responsibility.
Never
I would
agreed
sooner
to it in
face
the
another
first place.
horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best.
You better.
Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Exactly. See? He knows. Somebody should thank the kids. Okay. Now this one. Wait. Yep.
Faster!
Oh, is this the giant turtle thing? I think this is going to be the giant turtle thing. Yeah.
Here we are again. Karava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide?
Perhaps right there?
You deserve a rest.
Okay.
Looks like we found him.
Okay. Can't do any. Oh, you can't hit him from the back? Oh, I did it already apparently. There we go. Got the shell. Very good.
Leave materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Oh, hey, it's these guys again.
Your Grace.
Hello.
My lord. I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Not so much.
Zero, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back the Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and faith that I hold for both of you.
An inheritance?
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
The day before we left for Phoenix Gate. What are these plans he spoke of?
His plans for the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message.
This is
Nor
probably
would
not
he
the
have
way he
entrusted
saw
his vision
you
to
guys
his
getting
most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains. And she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it. Or a part of it, at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
Who? Wait.
Shall we then?
I'm trying to think if there's anybody anybody who's unaccounted for, though. Wait. This quest line is called Where There's a Will. Who the hell are you?
My lord, Your Grace. I hardly recognize you.
Who is it?
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Okay.
Titan's Wake is to the south of here. But we must not.
Oh, wait, there's...
Be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
How is... We literally were just in here. Why do you have a quest for me now?
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Yeah.
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
Why couldn't people tell me about these things, like, way earlier?
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chef.
Oh my god, what is happening? Okay. Oh my goodness. Where? Oh.
Good girl.
Okay.
Eyes peeled, Joshua. safe.
Alright, here we go.
There it is. For House Rossfield.
Oh, okay. Ow. Maybe Streambot is on to you. God, that combo is so good. Oh. Would kind of be interested. I don't know whether I'd actually go to the trouble of looking for it or anything like that.
Is this the Heartstone?
I think it would be interesting to
Lady Goddess will
see whether somebody else has like a wholly different way of setting up combos. Because it feels like that combo is just so good. I don't know. It does so much stagger damage. Still doing turns? Oh yeah. Dude, there's so many. There's so many. I think we'll have at least one full stream of chores before we get to the finale.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
It is very possible that we will just push through this week. I'm not 100% sure, but thinking about it. Just like do it Wednesday and just...
This radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
So are you going to give us these armbands?
The lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You got that? All right, good.
The armbands are complete. Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future. In the days before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
The bands suit you well.
I'm not even wearing
It must
it
be
yet.
gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
Are you the monkeys? Do people say you monkey around?
Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
Okay. Now we're off to meet Havel. What do desert cats
See that too?
and Christmas have in common?
What is it? Please, just make it stop. Make it stop.
Boo! Boo!
I'm scared.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Or Glitchy do not actually just not get. Okay. I'm going to give you credit for.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
I don't know. Okay.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige
Fair.
him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
That is true. That is terrible. But kind of funny.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, they didn't
my
even do
lord.
anything.
You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't
Don't
change
call me
who
late
I
for
am,
dinner.
or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything,
Let me guess.
I'd have you answer one question.
Okay.
What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for
Okay,
all of
maybe.
us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die. when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
I suspect Guy will agree with you on
Certainly
that.
not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
Of course not.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words...
Well, we got a
we
guy
will
for
need an
that.
envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps?
No.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
Who are we sending?
My Lord Marquis.
Oh, God. Yes?
Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine.
That's pretty good.
No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
All right, are we finally done in this area? Holy shit. All right.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
I didn't even know this little area was over
It's
here.
just back there.
The heck? Oh, I should actually look at that.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
Does he have a mole on his ear?
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back. never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
Ooh, spooky.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Nice. Collecting all of the stuff that I was just saying I felt like we didn't have enough of. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Okay, I guess. So weird. What are you looking at, Kitty?
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Markets if you don't cooperate.
I would speak with...
Man, we have to
Your
like
town
literally
needs you.
check on every single major character that we worked with before moving on, don't we? I mean, we don't, but you know, we're gonna.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
Yep.
What is it?
It's the Duke,
Uh-oh.
unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Okay.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Oh, this will be the wife.
My name is Sabine. And it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know,
Oh, I
my
thought
father
we were
is a
gonna-
most
okay.
overbearing and supercilious man, and I join
I
you
thought
in
we were just gonna
objecting to
leave
his
them.
every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from
Why
Northreach
does
for good.
Sabine stick
Does
in
that
my
not
brain
seem a
as something that I know?
Drastic.
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have
Can't
it
come
that
up with it.
citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him. By all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won
Celine
round.
was
False
Catwoman?
hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
Okay. Didn't think this was that kind of game. Is he out front? Where is that? Oh, okay.
Your town needs you.
See, if we had done all of this stuff with maybe the exception of the brothers
So you're
quest.
content to abandon...
Oh god, she beat us here.
Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She seems nice.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some
Shocking.
reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive.
Home sweet home.
I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Ooh. How is there so much side content in this game? Jesus. How many more do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 8 side quests in my journal right now. 8. And I'm not even sure that's all of them. Like, I feel like there might be some I still have to pick up. Good Lord. I think I see one more. So there's like 9 more side quests. Sheesh. Sheesh. Anyway. I think we're going to try and power through. I think we're going to try and take Wednesday and Friday and try and finish this game. Put it in the rearview mirror, be done with it. Rah, rah. And it feels like we're close enough to getting everything that we may as well just do it. Just get it done. Tear off the Band-Aid or whatever. And then we'll do some other things. Hi, Katie. Would you like to say hi? Of course not. When the microphone's off, she yells constantly this time of night. But for some reason, when the microphone is on, she makes literally no noise at all. What's up with that? All right, fine. Anyway, so that's the plan for this week. We're going to do the things. Stealing my layout for my planters. Fair enough. There's several different layouts. I'm still deciding which one I like most. But yes, feel free. It took some work, but I think it finally functions. But also keep in mind before you start that you need 24 seeds per setup if you're going to have it power 3 miners and 3 smelters. Then you need the yellow 24 or 25 of the yellow seeds before you start, because otherwise your output is not enough to sustain constant production from all 6 buildings. So just a heads up. I'm working towards the math on the blue one or the purple one or whatever it is, but it's the same 24 seeds and then 1, 2, 3 threshers, and that gives you the coolant stuff. And I'm thinking about doing that as well. But I think in order to make that viable, I think I'm actually going to need to unlock the trains. Just because. My only problem with the grow room is it becomes very difficult to organize your outputs, if that makes sense. Because the only buildings that actually need physical fuel are the smelters and the miners. Everything else runs on electricity. So I prefer to, so far, again, that could change. So far, I prefer to have everything on top of each other and then route it outwards from there. But try it. If it doesn't work, you can always fix it. It's not like you don't lose anything. There's no time limit and you don't lose resources or anything. So whatever you like. So whatever's easier for you, try it. See what you think. I always just try and eliminate as much like going and checking on things as possible. And that's what I'm running into right now. Is I'm finally getting almost all of the production of the what I consider to be the tier 1 and the tier 2. That being, well, just make more space, Glitchy. It is the good thing about this game is you just, if you want more space, just mine it out. It works. Anyway, I got work in the morning. So I will see you on Wednesday at the regular time. And we will be prepared. We're going to do another night of hardcore side questing. And once that's done, I suspect that will take us all the way through Wednesday. And then I think Friday is probably going to be the narrative finale of Final Fantasy. I hope. I think. Anyway, you get the idea. And I hope you'll be there. You've gone through it with me this far. You may as well see it through to the end, just like me. Thank you again for being here, hanging out. Sorry it was a little bit quiet tonight. There was just so much narrative going on that it always feels awkward to like interrupt people when they're talking, so I try not to. But yeah. More fun on Wednesday. Enjoy the start of your week. And as always, please be kind to yourselves out there. I would take it as a great favor on a personal level. So thank you. Have a great evening.